Hi, Susie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. So last time you were here, we were talking about your decision whether or not to go back into the military. Do you mind if I take some notes this time?
Oh, sure.
We left off last time. We were talking about looking into different branches because some of them deploy for a lot shorter amounts of time and stuff. So do you want to maybe start back there?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I've still been thinking a lot about, what we discussed last time, and just the benefits and the options, and kind of I've been doing a little more research into those things and kind of figure out what's the best option for me. So I did call a recruiter, but I haven't heard back from him yet, so I'm still waiting on that. I'm still weighing out the benefits and then also the negatives and into my decision of whether or not I would join the military again. I think that there are definitely some options out there. A few recent things that I'm not sure about as well. One being, I actually got an email from a friend of mine who is deployed right now, and it sounds like they're looking for a new position, or they have a position and they're looking for someone to fill that position as a contract position.
Okay.
And since I've done that before, I'm now thinking about maybe putting off my decision to go back into the military, maybe deploying again as a contractor. So I guess now that weighs in as part of my decision-making process in being the, whether I should, of those two options, what I should do. Well, actually, there's three options. Another friend of mine who works in Florida also said that there's a position opening up in my career field there, and that's always somewhere I wanted to live. So now I'm totally confused as to where and what I should do.
Yeah, that does sound like a tough decision.
Mm-hmm.
So now, instead of just deciding if you want to go back into the military or stay out, now you're looking at possibility of taking a contracting job overseas or taking a contracting job in Florida.
Yeah. So I just, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we can kind of talk them out and see what we come up with, anything to help you make your decision.
Sure.
So, as far as the deploying, it sounded like your biggest concern last time was whether or not you deploy again, and that was kind of the big negative. But you're now considering that as a option.
Positive.
Has like something changed about it, or is the pay really good?
Sure.
Or
well, I think that whether you deploy as a contractor or in the military is a little different. I mean, both you have to deal with certain aspects of the job that aren't pleasant, like the place and sometimes the people you work with. But sometimes you can get a shorter deployment, which I think I'd be okay with, because some contracts can go from 4 months all the way up to a year, but some of them that I looked into, mainly the one that my friend told me about, that one's 6 months.
okay.
And so if I could get a shorter deployment, I think that would be more beneficial. And the pay does not hurt either. So I think that's why I think it might be more of a better option right now to do, to get more experience, and then maybe from there then figure out if I want to go back in or not. But I feel like as the older I get, I don't know if my body will cooperate.
Yeah.
That is one of my concerns is the length of the deployment. I think is one of the biggest issues.
So you definitely want something less than 6 months?
Yeah. Yeah, I can even do 9, like anywhere from 4 to 9 months. I just think 12 months it gets to be really hard on not only like the person overseas, but also family members and people that are home. And I think that would be a manageable deployment length at 9 months at the max.
Okay. And so can you tell me a little bit more about this job in Florida?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a call from a friend of mine in the contracting world as well, and they mentioned that there's a position opening up at MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, and I've always wanted to move to Tampa, and I think that it would be more of a long-term job rather than if I go overseas as a contractor, then it'll be 9 months and there'll be no guarantee of a job after that. But if I were to go to Tampa, there's the potential of a longer employment or multiple, like maybe multiple years, or and oftentimes when you do start with a company within the States, they make it a point to try to find you a job, a long-term job, which would definitely be beneficial, and the pay's still good, but just not as much as overseas. But I mean, I think a long-term job would almost be better than the higher pay.
And it is in your career field, unlike the job that you have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that it would be more development of skills within my career field, and then in the long run, if I were to join the military again, it would be using the same skills, the same programs, and it just is more experience within the same skill set.
Okay. Have you mentioned either of these to your husband?
I have, and of course he does not want me to deploy, but I think that he's not the biggest fan of Florida either. So I think long term he would prefer that I go to overseas and then find a different job in Minnesota, which is what he would like me to do. And I'm not sure either way which would be better. I mean, there's benefits to both, like a few that I've mentioned. And I mean, there's also downfalls to both, like anything. So it's just whether or not I can handle overseas living again.
Yeah. It's difficult.
It takes a lot out of you.
So obviously these would both affect whether or not you got back into the military, especially since you were kind of leaning more towards the Guard. Have you looked into what the Guard is offering as far as like bonuses, and if they're looking for people in your position?
I have not, and that's something I definitely need to do. I think that would be really good information to have in making my decisions. I probably should contact them and see, what bonuses are, and if they are even accepting people within my field, and also I just thought about it now, but I guess there's the option too to join like the Guard or something, or Army or Air Force, what have you, in Florida too, along with working as a contractor. So that's an option too, and I mean there are too many.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe for next time, you could kind of try to get a hold of somebody, with a couple different recruiters, and maybe write down all the different pros and cons of the different options that you're looking into, and then have it all written out so it's a little bit easier to get your thoughts in order.
Should I bring that in next time, or will
Yeah.
we talk about that a little more? Or?
Yeah, well, we can kind of get started talking about it, and then you can kind of see what parts you need to fill in the blanks with, getting some more information for it. So.
Okay. And so, in regards to that, I just not like for pros and cons, should I just do like 2 column and then do my 3 separate options, or how do you recommend doing that?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. Like, yeah, what I'm picturing is like 3 different options, and then like pros and cons, and then so it's kind of like a grid.
Okay.
And you can just list it all out.
Okay.
So, should we start like with, if you decide just to stay how you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would be some of the pros with that?
Well, freedom. Not having commitment, and I guess the freedom of choice of what to do, and it's not like I don't have a job. I have a job I like, so I guess there's no harm in staying in that right now.
And so what would be some cons?
Definitely just the time restraints and time commitment.
Notice the cons of if you don't.
Oh, if I don't. Well, it's less, I get less experience, on the job experience. And yeah, that's something I got to think about.
Less income.
Yeah. Less income and benefits.
Alright, so then there's if you were to go into the Guard. So, pros, we kind of already talked about would be like the benefits.
Benefits, bonuses, on-the-job training.
But we're not really sure what the numbers are like as far as bonuses, and also we kind of talked about a civilian job through the Guard, and you're not really sure if that's available or not. And then the downfalls to that, deployment.
Yeah, deployment.
And all
the wear and tear on the body.
Yeah.
Getting old.
So how about for this job in Florida?
For that job, the pros would be the location and the option to do both, work it. And the cons being family members not willing to relocate.
Yeah, that's a pretty big con.
And yeah, that's all.
Okay, well that's a really good start. And so I think you should kind of do some more research over the next couple weeks, and when you come back next time, we can kind of look it over and see what you've all come up with, and see if we can get you any closer to coming up with a decision.
All right, thanks.
All right, sounds good.